Hello everybody and welcome to another ATC 24 how-to guide. Today we'll be going through how to apply for the Event ATC role. I'm Will, I'm one of the server managers and I am responsible for everything event related within ATC 24. So we'll be going through some of the requirements for the role, what to prepare in advance, the application process itself, and then finally a couple of feedback forms at the end. So, to find all the information I'll be going through today, you can go to the Event ATC Applications channel, which is found within the ATC 24 Event Information category within the Discord server. Some of the role requirements, so you must be able to attend as many ATC 24 events as feasibly possible, either as ATC or as a backup controller. You must be able to manage event traffic efficiently and also coordinate with your fellow Event ATCs. You must be able to commit to event timings fairly in advance due to a lot of the events being planned around a month prior to the actual date it happens. You must also be able to follow the instructions of the staff team during the events and just be a general role model for ATC 24 both on the Discord and the Roblox servers. So what to prepare before applying. So you must get your Discord username and ID and your Roblox username and ID. There are also a couple of theory questions within the application. They are fairly straightforward and these answers do not need to be prepared in advance. And then the bulk of your application will be the 3 video submissions. So you need to record a video of you controlling center, a video of you controlling tower, and then finally ground. You have the choice of controlling either Rockford, Tokyo or Perth within these videos, and they must last within 5 to 10 minutes each. The videos themselves must visually display the radar client you are using, and it must then be submitted either as a link to a YouTube video or a link to Google Drive. And then of course it also must audibly include your own voice and then the voices of all the other pilots within your VC. A few specifics are the tower video must contain at least one instance of VFR aircraft handling. This can be either circuits or a zone transit, for example. Then the ground video must contain multiple instances of IFR flight plan clearances, but for this video, VFR handling is not required. So how to apply? If you go to the channel I've mentioned, at the very bottom you'll see a embed for the API bot. There's a drop down menu at the bottom, press that and then press Event ATC Applications. You will then receive a DM from the API bot where you can fill out the application. After you have filled it out, it will come to me for review. Once I have reviewed it, you will receive another DM from the bot with your result, whether you have passed or failed, and then I also try to add some feedback, whether it's what you've done well or something you can improve on for your next submission. Note that there is no official response window for the Event ATC applications. I review them as soon as I can. A rough guide would be they usually will be reviewed within about a week of when you submit them. There is a cooldown in place for the applications, so if you are rejected, there will then be a 60-day period during which you are not permitted to reapply for the Event ATC role. If you do submit an application within the 60 days, you will then receive the Event ATC blacklist role, which you will then be required to open a ticket after the 60 days has passed to have it removed so you can reapply. It is highly recommended that you take your time when filling out this application due to it being open for the foreseeable future, since if you do fail on your first attempt, you then have to wait 60 days to reapply. Finally, just a couple of feedback forms we've implemented, so if you do have any unique suggestions for events that you'd like to see become reality, feel free to let us know, and then periodically I will select a few of the most realistic and feasible ideas. I'll then put them to a vote among the general server members, and whichever one receives the most votes, I will organise and it will be carried out soon after. The last feedback form is if you've had any particularly good or bad experiences with any of our event controllers, please make us aware using the form also linked on that embed within the channel. Thank you very much for watching this how-to guide for Event ATC applications.
Fly high, touch the sky in ATC 24, never say goodbye. Short time maps lead the way, we all